Oh, this is so cool. Ugh. Ah! Hey, I've got something to share with you. If you're wanting to learn the guitar and sing at the same time, I've got the perfect site for you. There is a link in the description below which you can click on and it will take you directly to TrueFire and you can find the right course for you. There are over 1,500 courses that you can choose from, focusing on different styles, different skills, different techniques. So if you're wanting to pick up the guitar and sing at the same time, go check it out. Remember, the link is in the description below. That will take you to TrueFire. Truly awesome. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking onto this video. I'm Jennifer Glatzhofer, but you can call me Jen. I am a singer and a voice teacher, and today we are back with Sleep Token. I have done 2 reaction and analysis size before. This will be my reaction and analysis to Chokehold, which was released in 2023 on their Take Me Back to Eden album, which I have actually reacted to, Take Me Back to Eden, so go check that one out. I was completely blown away by the style of music, by the lyrics, by the vocal quality, the structure. I am really excited to jump into this one. For those of you that don't know, I also write my own music and I have been releasing music for the past few years over on my Spotify page, but you can go check them out on any major streaming platform that you listen to music to. That sentence always throws me, I swear. But I've recently released a new single called Moment With You, and this is all leading up to my debut album. Please do go and check it out. As an independent artist, your support means so much. There are also music videos out on my YouTube channel, so do go and check them out too. And of course, go check me out over on Patreon as well. That's where I tend to post all my updates first, like the fact that I've got vinyl records coming for the full album. If you want to pre-order, you can do so right now by getting in touch over on Instagram, over on Patreon, Discord, email, whatever is easiest. And I will let you know how you can get yourself a record of my debut album, Echo. Some songs you know, some songs you don't know. It's so exciting. Back to the video. This is going to be a reaction and analysis. There's no change there. I will be pausing and talking about the vocals. If you'd rather watch the full video uninterrupted, I've left the link in the description below. Please do go and hit that subscribe button and the bell button, and let's get to Chokehold by Sleep Token.
When we were made, it was no accident.
This buzz that's happening is so... I love how it's eerily crept up in our ears. Like, it starts soft and we kind of hear, kind of similar to the Take Me Back to Eden, where we hear those kind of rainforest animal sounds. We had a little bit of that here, but that guitar distorted sound is really interesting. Just that intro I just wanted to mention before we even get to the vocal quality, which let's just go back to that, because those, I want it to play for a little bit and then we'll go back to these 2 lines.
When we were made, it was no accident. We were tangled up like branches in a flood.
Oh, so interesting, that phrase, like how it kind of goes over into the next. It's really interesting. Okay, let's talk about the vocal quality. We're getting lovely vocal fold closure when we're on the vowels of the words and on the main part of the words, but actually in between and sometimes at the end of a word, there is so much breath coming through. So even on this entrance, let's go way back to this entrance.
It was no accident.
Oh, that was the second line, sorry.
When we were made,
So when we were made, is that the very first? Yeah. So we get that. We hear the breath, okay? When we were made. And then it's like meh. I cried at the end of that. Meh. It's like there's not really a cry. We just hit meh, and there's breath straight through it. It's like consistently there. And again, when we just go into the next line that we just heard on, it was no accident. So we should start with an I, which is a glottal. Wherever, what note is, but there's again a steady flow of breath coming through, an aspirate onset there. So allowing breath to seep through the vocal folds before they then, because we do get nice clear sounds in the middle of the sentences, of the phrases. Interesting. And there's also like a dark kind of quality to his voice, lead voice being vessel. Yeah, this lovely like kind of a bit of distortion on the vocal post, like in the mix, but there's kind of like a sob, kind of dark feeling to this, and this can be the drop of the tongue, drop of the larynx, open space.
When we were made,
It still closes that word though.
it was no accident.
And even though we kind of, it's like the word just stopped, but then we get that
It
closed.
was no accident. We were tangled up like branches in a flood.
And it's so interesting, that line, because even though it's a little bit longer than the before and we go over the bar now, it's still very broken. You know, what are the we were all tangled up like branches in a flood. Tangled up like branches in a flood. Like it's said with a lot of hesitancy as we're kind of fixing this broken phrase together.
Tangled up like branches in a flood. I come as a blade, a sacred guardian.
We have to just quickly talk about that before we continue. Just that glissando, that slide up, when we slide that note up, it's called a glissando as we ascend. And then, so he's remained that in a chest thick fold placement. As we ascend, obviously we're getting thinner, but he's going through the mix. We're not hearing that transition, that flip. We're holding on to that fullness of the sound. Then he changes to an E vowel, and we can hear it go really thin into this head voice section.
Come as a blade.
Blay, and then E, as he flips there from this thick fold placement into this E vowel, which we know because the space is smaller, the tongue is risen, it favors a bit more of a head dominant head voice sound. Again, what are the lyrics? We're breaking this up a lot, are we? Blade, I come as a blade, and then it's like a sudden as we
As a blade. A sacred
ooh, nice vocal fry.
guardian.
Again, very broken.
So you keep me sharp and test my worth in blood.
Ooh. Yeah, that broken, it's almost like the pressure before he goes onto the word. There's like a, listen.
And test my
That
worth
crackle.
in blood. You got me in a chokehold. You got me in a chokehold. You got me in a
Oh, this is so cool. just complementing that full sound. So we get instantly when we go on to Chokehold, which is the title of the song, that distorted guitar goes and we get this softer feeling. The piano comes through a lot more. Let's go to that part before we then go to the second half, which gets fuller musically, but then we complement it with these nice open art, choir, ensemble, soft vocals, which is very contrasting. It's so interesting. I love how that transitions. You've got me in a... And the beat happens just before once. We get it on and.
You've got me in a chokehold.
Those intervals are interesting. He's also playing with vibrato as well. And then those voices.
Beneath the stormy seas above the mountain peaks, it's all the same to me. It makes no difference.
Oh, I love again how that's written lyrically. Beneath. So we start off with a really like a punchy sound. Beneath the stormy seas above the mountain peaks. It's all the same to me. It makes no difference. He's also got a level of twang in his voice as well in this section in particular. Before we had a lot of breath coming through. Now it's a little bit more full vocal fold closure like we had before in those words. Now that's a bit more consistently there. But that twang as well, especially when we're getting a little bit lower, just gets this brighter overall feel without having to lift the larynx. And talking about the larynx just now as well, that dark kind of quality that we had before is kind of gone.
Peaks, it's all the same to me. It makes no difference.
It's like that pressure build.
See my days
Nice harmony.
done the impossible. I've turned my walls to gold to bring you home again. So show me that which I cannot see, even if it hurts me, even if I can't sleep.
A nice use of they're a British band, so I love how the accent can't sleep's come through. We're not changing, even though there's twang and it's brightening. That can't is quite a dark vowel, that setting, but we're really leaning it into here. So I like spotting things like that personally. That second vocal line coming in as well with a harmony, really nice complementary. Oh, sorry, nice crossover. I will let that play into it again, but I wanted to talk about, we had that nice glissando moment like we had before on the blade, and then we went into a softer head voice quality. Here, we carried on ascending, but he maintained a bit more of a mixed quality. We got lighter, so the balance changed within the mix. Remember, it's nice because it doesn't have to always be 50-50 chest voice and head voice together. As we're getting thinner, as we're getting higher, we can decrease the amount of thick fold feeling that we have and speech-like quality and dip into a bit more of a lighter quality, which we do hear, but we don't hear that transition like we did before. So we're really holding on to that transition through the first passage is really lovely as he's navigating that slide.
Oh,
interestingly, the drums almost kind of slowed down just for a smidgen second. And I think I can't remember if I mentioned this last time, but someone said that Vessel writes all of this apart from the drum, their drummer who writes the drum tracks. Otherwise, everything is his mind, his world, which is so incredible to witness and see and be a part of here. Really cool. It's just interesting how lyrically the way they write is so interesting. It's very imagery, the metaphors used, the alliteration, it's very thought out. But the chorus in this is "You've got me in a chokehold." It's very repetitive, so that's a very strong point that needs to be emphasized. But it's just very contrasting to how the verses are written, and also it's very repetitive. Apart from that third, or was it the fourth one, that we do get a little bit of chokehold, like a passageway after hold, the that gets softer. We get back into that a bit more of a breathier quality. It's just really interesting because, like I said, like it's the verses are very include so many metaphors and different writing poetic techniques. Whoa. I love that harmony. That delay on the rise. Ooh. Ooh. That breath right at the end will return. And it's like a beetle image that we're kind of seeing. So interesting. This kind of felt like it completed, kind of returned back to its original state more than the other songs. So it felt different circle-wise of this story, of this journey. Yeah, I like that the voice was held out as then the instruments kind of stripped back and became empty. Okay, I have just seen some of the comments. They're saying hedgehog. I don't know if it's a beetle or a hedgehog, but anyway... really, really interesting. Again, the structure is just so interesting how the second chorus was a lot more fuller straight away, whereas the first chorus we had that kind of quieter moment beforehand. So cool. Well, this was my third listen of Sleep Token, and I need you all to help me with where to go to next. Where should I go? Go listen, go check out the other reaction analysis that I have done, and let me know where you'd like me to go next with Sleep Token. But otherwise, remember that I do have original music over on Spotify or whatever platform you use. Please do go and check it out and let me know what you think. If you do go and watch my music videos, leave a comment over there that you came from this video, and do go and check me out over on Patreon. I post a lot of my updates over there, like I've already mentioned. But thank you very much for watching this reaction and analysis video. I will see you very soon for another video. Bye.